So, to the greatest fighting ship that our Matrix has ranked as the #1 fighting ship of all time. The ship that has done it all. The best of the best.
Iowa class, fast battleship. Displacement, 57,450 tons. Propulsion, quadruple screw steam turbines producing 212,000 horsepower. Speed, 33 knots. Range, 15,000 nautical miles at 12 knots. Protection, maximum armor, 18 inches. Principal armament, 9 16-inch guns. Crew, 1,921.
On August 27, 1942, the USS Iowa was launched in New York. She was the first of the Iowa-class battleships that called for a fast, powerful fighter that could go up against the might of the Japanese Navy. With 9 16-inch main guns, 20 5-inch, 80 40mm, and maximum armor of nearly 18 inches, the Iowa seemed to fit the bill. Over the next 2 years, the Iowa's sister ships, the New Jersey, Missouri, and Wisconsin, came into service, each one a powerful force to be reckoned with.
Compared to the ships that came before, she's about 150 feet longer. In naval design, a longer, narrower ship is easier to push through the water. They virtually doubled the amount of power. So it's sort of simple physics. More power on a ship that's easier to move makes it go faster.
The Iowas were designed to cruise at 30-plus knots so that they could keep up with the new Essex-class carriers, which were proving so vital to the war in the Pacific.
Someone really wanted a fast carrier escort. This was going to be it. It was just lucky that the U.S. Navy happened to have arrived at the right place at the right time, a ship perfectly fitted for carrier escorts.
But it was the Iowa's weapons that made them unique. The Mark 7 16-inch guns could fire a 2,700-pound shell up to 43,000 yards, or 24 miles. But this was not an ordinary shell.
When you're penetrating armor, there's a thing called frontal density. It's not just the weight of the shell, it's the weight of the shell trying to punch a hole through. Well, the 16-inch 50 heavy shell is almost as good armor penetrator as the Japanese 18.1-inch shell.
Hardly any battle or invasion was undertaken without the Iowas. From screening the fast carrier forces to bombarding the Marshall Islands, Leyte Gulf, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Hokkaido, and Honshu, the Iowas were always in the heat of the action.
It's certainly one of the most impressive ships. As the last battleship design ever really built, it is the ultimate expression of the battleship. Battleships have a unique ability to create awe, and even if you know nothing about naval ship design or weaponry, you can sense the power that's there on the ship.
In August 1945, an Iowa, the USS Missouri, the most powerful ship the U.S. had, was the one that took the official Japanese surrender in Tokyo Bay, a fitting tribute to the fighting ship. But that's not the end of the Iowa's story. Mothballed at the end of World War II, the Iowas were soon recalled for action in the Korean War. Again mothballed, they were once more called for Vietnam, and incredibly, almost 50 years after the first Iowa was launched, they were made ready for the Cold War. In 1991, the Iowas answered the call again when they went into action during Operation Desert Storm. Now modified to carry Tomahawk cruise missiles that gave them a 1,400 nautical mile punch, backed up by 70 nautical mile Harpoon anti-ship missiles and their 16-inch guns. This Second World War warrior had become one of the most powerful ships in the world.
Among all the gunships of the world, I think it's a culmination of the breed. And you kept on pulling them back. I mean, it's one of those things where that whenever you had a need, the only thing that would scratch that need was a battleship.
No other battleship in history has ever had so many ways to hurl destruction over the horizon. So on our Matrix rating, firepower is outstanding. No other battleship even came close to equaling their longevity, so service length rating is off the scale. Fear factor, innovation, and protection are also excellent, which puts the Iowa-class battleships firmly into first place of our top 10 fighting ships of all time.